Do you own or rent your home? Sure you do, and I'll bet it can be hard work. You know what's easy? Bundling policies with Geico. Geico makes it easy to bundle your homeowner's or renter's insurance along with your auto policy. It's a good thing, too, because you already have so much to do around your home. Go to geico.com, get a quote, and see how much you could save. It's Geico Easy. Visit geico.com today. That's geico.com.
Lamont and Tonelli.
Lamont and Tonelli, I think an appropriate tie-in there. Baby Huey, look at you on fire today.
How about that?
Young lust going into the great Mr. Skin at MrSkin.com. Skin, how you doing today?
Well, I was doing really good until that football game yesterday. Thanks for having me on the Monday morning after.
Yes, you are a big Chicago Bear fan. And
in 1985, I was.
1985.
Yeah, it was cool. Your Jimmy G is he went to high school in the suburb of Chicago, Rolling Meadows High School. So it was kind of like a homecoming for him. It's pretty cool that he's from the suburbs of Chicago and he came back to play the Bears. Pretty neat.
Yeah. Well, I will tell you, for a while there, it looked like a pretty close game.
Yeah, no, it was. It was actually a good game, but it's like, you know how it is, and you could relate, like, when your football team's good, it's every week so much fun, and when your football team sucks, it's like you have nothing to look forward to. Like, the Bears season is over. You know what I'm saying? It's like they have nothing to look forward to the rest of the season.
Yeah. Hey, so Skin, MrSkin.com, you know I check this site out all the time. And I didn't get a chance to talk to you last week. Let me say, you've got some great stuff for this past Halloween, where the top 5 hottest Halloween costumes of all time. And there's some really cool things, sexiest vampires.
We did a lot of all week, and it's still on the front page of our site. We'll start getting rid of it during the week. But leading up to Halloween, man, we had the best butts in vampire movies. Really broke it down. We had the top 5 hottest Halloween costume scenes of all time. I'm trying to think of all the other ones, but everything was like horror related. We did like the best horror movie nude scenes of the 1980s.
Exactly.
So fun stuff. But, of course, because nudity and Halloween go together, and we were all over it.
So what do you have for us this week?
Well, today is All Saints Day, and I was trying to think of something. November 1st is All Saints Day, and I was trying to think, what can I do that involves saints and nudity? And I had to stretch here, but it's pretty cool. What I came up with is I thought of, is there an actress at our website whose name is Saint that you guys would know? And the answer, I think you'd know her. Her name is Eva Marie Saint.
Yes.
And she won an Oscar opposite Marlon Brando and On the Waterfront. You might know her even better by North by Northwest, Alfred Hitchcock's movie with Cary Grant. She was the blonde love interest of Cary Grant in that movie. And because it's All Saints Day, I went with Eva Marie Saint, and then the question becomes, has she ever done a nude scene?
Right.
And the answer is, believe it or not, yes. In 1970, she did a movie with George Segal called Loving. And let's just say she was no saint in that movie. She shows breasts at the 57-minute mark, and it's just a little, All Saints Day trivia. Eva Marie Saint has been nude. I wanted to share that with you.
Fantastic news.
Hey, Skin, you know me, I always check out your site. This is my number one prep site for my show. And you have someone new at the top of your most searched celebrities, Jessica Chastain.
Yeah, well, she has a new television show that is called Scenes from a Marriage from HBO.
Yes.
And it's
you talk about a depressing show.
Oh, I know.
Right?
Yeah, it's like, you know what's realistic about marriage? It's so depressing. But it's pretty realistic. But she's had some, in the second episode, she was nude in the shower through the fog. You could see some stuff. In the fifth episode, she showed a little boob in bed. That was probably the fifth episode, was probably her best nudity of the episodes. But if you're a Jessica Chastain fan, she did a movie it was like 2008, called Jolene. And in that movie, she was, believe it or not, very, very naked. And that would be my go-to movie to see her nude, Jolene.
Well, let me say this. Let me say this. I know that movie, and I'm just talking from the top of my head. There were lesbian scenes in that movie, right?
Yeah, there's everything in that movie.
That's what I thought. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Skin, I may have to take over the mantle there.
Wow,
if you ever retire, I may be the new Mr. Skin.
Oh, my God. Yeah, but you can't just hog all the information to yourself. You'd have to be able to share it, too.
Exactly.
You can't sit in the closet and look at nude scenes all day. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What else do you have for us real quick, Skin?
Well, I wanted to mention that Mulholland Drive turned 20 over the weekend. It came out in 2001. It's David Lynch's movie, and it features what many people regard as the greatest girl-girl scene in movie history. Now, the reason I say that is if you Google best lesbian scenes of all time, you'll see a bunch of lists and stuff. And I remember, like, for instance, Cinemaholic did a list of those exact things and came up with Mulholland Drive scene as the best. And listen, I do lists all the time. You've seen a bunch of different lists. I'm not saying it's not. I get why they're saying it's number one. I still think when I'm asked this question, and I am asked this a lot if I'm at dinner or I'm at a bar with my friends, what is the best lesbian scene of all time? I feel it's 2013's Blue is the Warmest Color with Lea Seydoux and Adele Exarchopoulos that goes on for 9 minutes. and the movie was at the Cannes Film Festival, so it's a real movie and all, but it was crazy. Also, you got to remember Bound, Chloe with Julianne Moore and Amanda Seyfried, even Ammonite that came out a year or two ago with Kate Winslet and Saoirse Ronan would be in the top 10 of mine. But I love the scene from Mulholland Drive, and I definitely would have it in my top 10. But my list is a little different, but a lot of people feel this is number one, and that's totally cool, and it came out 20 years ago over the weekend. So,
all right, the great Mr. Skin, MrSkin.com. Thanks, Skin.
Way to go,
you
Skin.
got it, guys.
All right.
Lamont and Tonelli.
What makes some people successful?
How can they help you on your journey?
Find out with Torre.
Big Daddy Kane.
Back in '87, Dougie Fresh played some videos of Earth, Wind and Fire, Michael Jackson, and Pink Floyd, basically saying that these pop icons, nobody in hip-hop has done what they've done yet. So the next day, I went out and bought Marvin Gaye, Barry White, and James Brown, and then performing Smooth Operator, I completely stole his Let's Get It On move.
Torre Show. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.